Hey journeys, where y'all been? It's Unique and I'm back with another video. So today I wanted to come to bring you guys another candid conversation. I wanted to speak with y'all about my insecurities that I feel and have felt in the past. I want to be more transparent with you guys as well as more vulnerable on my channel. I feel like I have had a wall up with y'all and I haven't really let y'all into my life, and so I want to share a little bit more pieces of me. I know a lot of you guys have followed me throughout my YouTube journey and witnessed so much changes, so much growth, and I also shift my channel a lot. This is just one of the shifts, and I felt it on my heart that this is something that I wanted to post. I felt like it would be therapeutic for me. It was actually inspired by another YouTuber. Her name is Patron. If you guys want to see her video, go ahead and check it in the description box down below. I would say my insecurities began very early on for me, like late elementary school into early middle school. Comparison is the thief of joy. I would say a lot of my insecurities came from me comparing myself to others. I was teased coming up for a lot of the things that I list, so all of the things that people didn't feel like fit a certain standard of beauty, I would internalize those things and feel like it was something wrong with me. Came to develop this thing as an adult where I wanted to strive for perfection. As a people pleaser, it is so easy to get wrapped up and consumed in what other people want for you, and honestly, I didn't want to be the person that people looked upon as ugly. You couldn't tell me anything when I was a little girl. You couldn't tell me anything when I was a child. I really didn't develop those things, I would say, from home per se, but I developed them at school, and then once I came back home, I started to look around me. That caused me to feel more so like the black sheep. School definitely contributed to me having a low self-esteem as well as a lot of insecurities that's on this list. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If y'all are interested in hearing some of my insecurities, then stay tuned. The first insecurity that I can think about would definitely be my size. Coming up, I was teased a lot for being little, small, and skinny. Coming up in a inner city black community, being skinny or petite was not looked upon as beautiful or cute. You had to be curvy or thick and have certain features. I used to get called different names like skin and bones, frail. My mom would say things like narrow tail. It would hurt my feelings towards my size. I didn't fit into this box of what was socially acceptable within our community, what black girls are supposed to look like and what black girl features are supposed to be like. Other times that it made me feel insecure was when guys would fetishize about my small feature, small size, and they were like older than me, and so it would make me feel like, wow, what does that mean? Like, do you want a child? For example, Ariana Grande, she has a very childlike presence about her, and the industry has turned her into a symbol, and I think that it's really uncomfortable to see like men fetishize about a woman who appears like a child and think that that's sexy, or think that they want to possess her in a sexual way. So my first insecurity would definitely be my body size and type. Second, it was definitely the size of my breasts. So I don't know if you guys know, but back in 2014 or so, I got a breast reduction. I used to be a 32 triple D, and now I'm currently like a 34B if I'm not mistaken. But back when I was coming up, I literally went home on a Friday, and when I came back to school on Monday, I had B cups. And every single year in school, my breasts just grew larger and larger. I was going up a cup size very exponentially for my size. I always been a petite girl, very skinny, very small. I never weighed a whole bunch of weight, so my body was unproportioned. And so when I went back to school, I would get so much attention from guys, like unwanted attention, where they would put their hands on me without my permission, and I basically felt very violated, and I just hated them. I would have so much rather had a normal size chest, whatever that means, because I felt like it wouldn't get so much unwanted attention from boys. They would do things like flip cup on my breasts, and they would do like this on them, or like flip it like that. 1, it hurted. 2, I felt violated. And 3, I really didn't want them touching me like that. 4, it was just wrong, and I would try to defend myself. Nobody took me seriously, and I didn't really have a voice that like put intimidation into people's hearts or put fear into their hearts. So whether I would say something or not, the teasing would continue. As I got older, it like hindered me from doing a lot of things that I loved and enjoyed. So like cheerleading, whenever we had to run the track, they used to get into the way. Everybody insisted that it's all about bras, like bras make a big difference, but I feel like a bra can't do anything for you if you're already insecure about it. So when the opportunity came up for me to get my breast reduction, I was on it. I thought about it for many years. It's something that I always wanted to do, and I just did not allow fear to hold me back from getting a procedure done. I would say it was one of the best decisions that I have made. I don't regret it. I don't take it back, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. I love having a smaller chest. Like, it's really what works for me. I feel way more proportionate in my body, and I'm just so much more comfortable being in my body with the breast size that I have. They're perky, they're cute, I love them. I know that it's a possibility that it could change down the line because I did get my surgery done so young, and it can honestly come back, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I don't know if it's going to be like after I have children, when I age, or anything, or if I can just maintain this size or 1 cup up. Anything beyond 1 cup up for me, I will go back and get another surgery, and I will do it all over again, just to maintain a chest that's way more comfortable for me to live in and to my own skin. I know it's not for everybody, and I'm not judging anyone who have them. I come from a family of big chested women, and that's basically where I got it from, but for me personally, it didn't work for me. So I just did what I had to do and what I felt was necessary to make me feel better about being in my body. So the next insecurity that I had was my lips. Oh my gosh, I like them now, but I used to get teased really bad for my lips in school. I know people pay a lot of money to get their lips to look like mine. In my schools, I did not fit the standards of beauty that people felt was beautiful, and they would pick them out. They were perceived not to be proportionate to my face. I know that it's the way that I was made. I actually get them from my dad. When you get older, you learn to like them more, but like it took me a while to like them for something beyond like a sexual reason. It took me a while to just accept that that's the way that my lips are made, and them being big is not an issue. You know, historically, fuller lips are equated to certain things. It's very anti-black as to why it's perceived like that. Now, since black culture is popular and everybody want to do it, you see it more and more so now that people are walking around with fuller lips and stuff. Back when I was growing up, it wasn't like a it thing or in thing, and I really hated my lips, especially the bottom one. Like, I hated it so much. I'm looking at it now like, oh my gosh, I've come such a long way, but when I used to look in the mirror, which I barely looked in the mirror, I used to just be like, oh, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. My next insecurity would be my eyebrows. So I know that y'all see now I have eyebrows, but I don't really have real eyebrows in real life. They're sparse. They're there, but they are very sparse, and they grow in very thin. I only have to get them waxed maybe once or twice in a calendar year. Yeah, that tells y'all how much they actually grow. So I just make my own. One day I hope that I could go through with it and get something to be more permanent as it relates to eyebrows, so I don't have to wake up every day and do this on my face. I know I don't have to, but it's something that I choose to do because I just don't really feel comfortable being out without brows on. It just makes my face feel so incomplete. That's something else that I inherited from my family. Before I learned how to do makeup and all of that stuff, I didn't have brows, and a lot of people would tease me about it, and it also like makes my forehead bigger. So going into the next insecurity is my forehead. Like, I hated my forehead because it was so big, and I used to get teased about my forehead in school, and the fact that I didn't have brows to really even it out, it looks even longer. I didn't like how long it was. It's kind of hard to tell here, but no, you can really see it. Basically in school, if you had a big forehead, they'd be like, oh, you know you got a big forehead when all 4 of your fingers cover your forehead, and as y'all see, like all 4 of my fingers cover my forehead, so that means like it's too big. That was like the litmus scale of knowing whether your forehead was too big or not. They used to come up to me and be like, oh, Unique got a 4-head, or they'll do like this and be like, Unique got a 5-head, or whatever. So like I was really insecure about that as well. I didn't feel as if the features on my face was proportionate enough. I didn't feel like I was proportionate enough. Looking back on it now, of course, it's like I'm human. That's how I was made. That's what my features are. But in those days, I felt like the proportion of my forehead to my eyebrows to my lips, it was just wrong and it wasn't right. No one could really see beauty in like my face. And due to the fact that I looked so much like my dad, I felt as if I looked like a man. Like I didn't feel like my features were that of what a quote-unquote girl is supposed to look like. I felt like I looked like a boy, and one of the reasons that contributed to that is I felt like my chin, like right here, was so like defined that it didn't like give me like woman vibes or like girl vibes of what like a girl was supposed to look like. And then my hair, like my hair is probably my biggest insecurity of them all. Like just talking about my hair, it makes me shaky and anxious, and this is something that I dealt with like all my life, because I'm not gonna cry, we're not doing this. Whew. This is something that I dealt with all of my life, and I felt like I had to make this video because I have been battling with it so much lately. It won't grow, like it won't grow. My mom, she did what she could to like make me look cute and presentable and stuff, but I got teased a lot about my hair in school because I didn't have long hair, and at the time my mom would add weave to my hair, and so like kids would pick on me about that. They would pick on me about wearing weave whenever I had like extensions or braids or something like that. Like a lot of those kids was getting their hair braided, like their regular hair braided, but I used to have to get like weave in mine, so they would like talk about me because of that. When I started to like wear wigs on my head, I used to get teased about wearing wigs. They used to call me like small head, bald head. They used to be like, you don't have no hair, you don't have no edges, you bald headed. Bald headed was like their go-to. They was like, you're bald headed, you don't have no hair, and like that hurt my feelings because it goes back to I didn't feel like a woman. I didn't feel like a girl because I didn't have long hair. Like I equated short hair with dudes. Like I didn't see really that many women growing up with short hair. Like I wasn't really exposed to that. Where I come from, having long hair is glorified, and then also like the texture of what your hair is, if it doesn't look a certain way, you can also get teased for that. The fact that my hair is so full and coarse, my mom ended up putting a relaxer in my head like really early on, and I used to hate it so much. And like when I started to get older, I didn't want a relaxer, but that was like her go-to because she didn't know how to like manage my hair in its natural state. My mom don't know how to do natural hair, and so like her immediate thing was relaxer and to relax it. I think I got my first relaxer when I was probably like 3 or 4. Honestly, I think that it caused a lot of damage to my hair because I was so young. As y'all can see, like on the sides, it grows in very short. My hair naturally grows into a pixie cut, so on the sides it's like short right here, and then I have a lot of hair at the top, and then at the back it's really short as well. Generally I keep my hair like this in like a little pixie cut, but I haven't cut it or maintained it. And these past few days, y'all, like I've been so anxious about my hair. I've cried about my hair. I felt ugly, I felt hideous, I felt like I don't want to go outside like this. I don't want nobody to see me like this. I hope I don't see nobody. Now I'm trying to step away from putting like wraps on my head and wearing my wigs as often as I used to and stuff like that, because I'm basically trying to prove a point that like my hair don't grow. And so I'm doing like this little regimen thing to basically prove a point. My hair don't grow. Honestly, y'all, I hate my hair. I don't know what the is wrong with it. I don't know why it won't get full. I don't know why it won't get long. I went to the dermatologist. She like looked at it and she basically was like, well, it's just matted or whatever. Like she tried to make it seem like it's because I didn't comb my hair, but I could oil my scalp, oil my hair, comb it all out the night before, and then when I wake up in the morning, it's dried out again. Like I didn't do anything. What y'all see right now, it looks okay, but it's not me. So like being on camera with my hair out like this is so uncomfortable. I don't know if y'all can tell, but all of this is a sensitive topic for me, and that's probably why my energy is different than what it usually is. It's because like my insides are like jumping because I'm so insecure about my hair, like, and I can't even like look at myself in the viewfinder really because I don't want to see me like this. So every day, I don't want to cry. Every day I walk up to the mirror and I try to look at myself, and when I first started doing it, I couldn't even see me. This is hard. This is hard. This is hard. This is hard. I'm so anxious. Oh my god, this is hard. I gotta do this. I have to do this. Okay, let's try again. So for the first few days, I would go and try to look at myself in the mirror, and I could like look for maybe 1 to 5 seconds, and then I would just stop because I felt so ugly. And for these past few days, I have felt so ugly, and the fact that I feel so insecure, it puts a damper on like my relationships. I'm trying to film and I keep getting interrupted, and I feel like I need to have this conversation with y'all today. And the dog's barking, my mama's talking to me, the alarm is going off. I don't know what it is, like why everything is happening right now when I'm trying to make this video, but I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna make it. I'm determined to make this video. I'm determined to make myself feel better. Honestly, these past few days, I felt the ugliest than I have as an adult, period. Like this is the ugliest that I have felt. I hate my hair. When my hair is not right, I don't feel beautiful, and that's on period. So wearing it like this and having it out is very difficult for me, and the fact that I got on camera to share these insecurities with y'all, it speaks volumes, and I'm so proud of myself. I hope that one day this won't bother me like it does now. I hope that one day I can feel beautiful. I hope one day I'll put my crown back on and everything will be okay, and I'll feel totally comfortable in my skin, and I wouldn't feel as if I have to reach some level of perfection anymore. I can just be who I am in my own skin. Like that's all I want. I just want to be confident. I want to have a high self-esteem. I don't want physical things to be such a damper on how it is that I feel about myself. I don't want to be validated by what my hair looks like, or the fact that my hair isn't long and it doesn't grow. Like I don't want to be validated by that, and right now I feel as if it's over consuming me so much that it's like all I think about. It's like at the forefront of my mind every single day. I wake up like, wow, I'm ugly, I look hideous, I look stupid. I don't want to go out in public and be around people with my hair up like this. Like I just want to put my wrap on. I want to put my wig on. I feel so embarrassed like right now just being on camera in this moment. So I love my hair when it's cut all off at its shortest length and you can't see like this. I'm cool with that. Like I could rock that until the end of time. But when it starts growing out and it's in this weird stage, I hate it. Like I hate it so much. I just put my hands on it and I be like, ew, like ew, because it's so rough. It's so rough, it's so dry, and no matter how much product I put in it, it just sucks it up, sucks it up, sucks it up. This was definitely a hard video for me. My hair is a big one. I have like so many other insecurities about myself that I didn't even get to on this video. Maybe if my heart feels led somewhere down in the future, I can talk to y'all about it, but after talking about my hair, it's like really heavy for me. I honestly just need to go ahead and wrap this video up and have some space to myself, because I don't feel good. I don't feel good at all. So thank y'all so much for taking the time to have this candid conversation with me. Know that I am a work in progress. I'm still going through my healing process. I'm also still very much so into my spiritual journey. A lot of things that I'm working through and sorting through. It does relate to my insecurities. It does have a big impact on how I navigate in my life, and as well as the decisions that I made. As an empath, I'm highly sensitive about my insecurities. My hair is just one of the ones that I'm still sorting through. I hope this was a space for us to get to know each other a little better. If you feel comfortable putting one of your insecurities in the comment section down below, you're more than welcome to do so. And if you guys have any type of advice or encouragement that you want to share, we can definitely create that space in the comment section down below. I didn't particularly say how to overcome insecurities because I'm just not in that space right now. I just wanted to share with you guys what they were, and maybe in another candid conversation we can talk about how to get through it and how to navigate it better. But for now, I just really wanted to talk, and I needed to talk. I need this therapy. I didn't get to go to counseling this week, and this would have been one of the topics that I would have discussed with my counselor, but since we didn't meet this week, I wasn't able to do so. So I just felt on my heart to do this video. It's just been really heavy. So yeah, journeys, thank y'all so much for taking the time to watch this video. I know that it was a little heavy, but it was so necessary and needed for me to be able to get that out. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see y'all on my next video. Bye, journeys.